Hi. Long time no talk to, kind of. We're going vertical. It's getting green. Here's a tour. If you saw my shorter video, either a reel or a short, depending on if you follow my shorts, I got super bummed because I've had a critter problem in spite of a new fence. And so this plant was completely chewed down to nothing. My beans have been chewed down to nothing. Luckily, this one's taller than me. I'm 5'8", probably close to 7 feet once it goes around that curve. But look, got some really pretty runner beans. I thought this was my sweet pepper row. I'm thinking it's not now because purple is usually jalapenos. And I looked at my packets and I think these are my Hungarian. Anyway, so I usually try to put my hot peppers in the full sun and my sweet peppers in the shade, and it didn't work out. But I've been out trellising and guiding plants, and I did post a video, I think close to a month ago. Oh, look, by the way, I have never had success with gherkins. Oh, look at this bean. This one's going nuts. I've never had success with gherkins. This is my first year actually being able to get them to grow, let alone trellis. And that's what these little leaves are. This whole section, except for, I don't think this is, I mean, it could be, but I don't think it is. But these little things, I just posted a video or a picture of them. Look how small they are. So it'll be fun to see if any of them make it. I've never had success with them, but I keep trying. And these were down to nubs, which is very unfortunate. These are my lemon cucumbers and my pickling. These are 5 plants to here, I think, are lemon. And then these are pickling, and they were completely decimated by whatever it was. More gherkins. My tomato row. Bush beans. This tomato right here is about 5 feet tall. When I planted them, they went down all the way down to the bottom of the bed. The bed's about 10 inches deep. But yeah, tomatoes are finally doing stuff. The bush beans that had been decimated. See, I still have a pest problem. You can see something's topping these. So far, it's been 8 squirrels. I didn't even know we had them, but a rat, 3 mice, and a rabbit the other day. So that was a good time. There's supposed to be bush beans here, and I'm guessing whatever. I don't think they're gonna make it. I'm not gonna do another round. So onions are doing okay. Tomatoes are actually finally flowering. You can see there's just not a whole lot of action going on. That's why I haven't really done much of a tour lately, because it hasn't been much going on. Nasturtium, there's 2 plants there. My eggplant, something keeps eating it. Luckily, I have a few bigger ones. I found that little guy. You can't see it. There you go. Found that little guy. It's almost time for me to... I got a green one there. There's a few little white ones. That looks like a Rosa Bianca. My labeling system failed, and I'm going to talk about that in another video. But I'll talk about that later. And then whatever was eating it decided to take a bite out of that one. Isn't that nice? And then for some reason, these ones aren't growing, and they were all planted the same day. So I'm not sure what's going on there. But yeah. And then backside of my tomato row, I just went through and trimmed a bunch of water leaves off. As you can see, I need to attach before they get too crazy. And then there's some peas going along the base of this. And not very many have been making it. So it's still pretty hot. It's still in the 90s. So, but I will do more of those soon because those like cooler weather. And then I have a basil row, which I need to come in and finish trimming off seeds to make them bushier. Different varieties. I didn't mean to go nuts, but my labeling system failed, so I just planted everything, and I said, let's see what happens. So there's that. Look. There's a couple tomatoes. Hopefully I get something to make salsa. Good grief. I did a lot of cherry tomatoes this year because they usually do really well and they come out fastest. And our grow season isn't very long for bigger tomatoes. So tomatillos are hauling booty. My asparagus, one of these days I'll figure out how to harvest it, but I do have seeds going back there, so I'm going to snag those. That is a volunteer sunflower. Obviously it's in the wrong bed, but I let it go, which was a good thing because apparently the critters decided to take out my sunflower bed. So more tomatoes. There's, I think, sweet peppers on the back side of this. I should have gone down the other side of this row. Some flowers, some amaranth. Those reseeded from last year. Corn, seed snails and corn, I do not recommend. These are my corn. These are my seed snail corns versus my ones from seed. And yeah, so skip the seed snails for the corn. And then also I have had a pest problem. Actually, that one's from the seed snail. So this one did okay. At some point I went from trying to separate them individually to separating them in a cluster, and when I separated them in the cluster they did do a little better, but my dog came through here, he got in here, but you can see something. These should be as big as those, and they're not. Same with that one and that one. So, and look, I'm thinking I have amaranth over here, which I have no idea how it got there, but I'm gonna let it go because flowers are flowers. And then I have some flowers over there. And here's our squash row. Usually we do pumpkins out front. They didn't make it this year because we didn't water them. So I have a pumpkin plant here on the end. It's way in the back where I'm not going to have to like step over it too often. And I am getting, I think that's cuckoozy. The yellow ones are excited. I've already eaten. We just ate 2 of them with dinner. I've had 3 off. I've pulled 3 off of this particular plant. So I got this from the local nursery, and it has not decided to do anything yet because I had a gap there because the seed didn't do anything. So I went to the nursery, thought I'd fill it in. But these are all different types of squashes. So in case you're new here, this is Reno, Nevada, elevation approximately 5,000 feet. And it's a dry summer, a dry desert climate. So I have to look at my picture to see what I grew here because I don't recognize that one. This was supposed to be my sunflower bed. I planted probably 10 or 12 rows of 5 sunflower seeds each. And over a month ago, there's 1. There's 2, 3, and 4. I did find rabbit poop here. So I think there's just enough of a raise up here that they're coming in right here. So we're trialing a squirrelinator. That thing has not caught anything yet. So far I don't recommend. My okra, okay, so here's some flowers. I was trying to get pollinators here, so we got some flowers going. It looks like more amaranth based on the top of that. My okra and the seed snails, because I didn't add water, that's on me, that's not on the method, because I didn't add soil, not water, they went leggy. So as you can see, they got super tall and weak, and so I supported them. And this is brand new dirt. I got this dirt from the local rock place. It's supposed to be locally made dirt. It's supposed to be great for your garden, and literally nothing's happening with this garden. These have all been planted in here for a month. I even tried going straight from seed since they got cut off by whatever critter. Apparently some critter decided it liked okra, which is a bummer. So I should pull this one off and get the seeds from it. And I do see that that one's split, so I need to get the seeds off of that. Maybe if I trim it, it'll be happy. I don't know. But yeah, they've done nothing. Like, that nasturtium's been there almost a month, and you saw how big my other nasturtiums are, and they're only maybe a week or 2 ahead of that one. So I don't know what's going on. I had done a row of flowers and amaranth They were kind of leggy. Now they're doing really well finally. And then I had a celery roll, and I just kind of threw it out here super fast. So most of this bed is empty all around this. I did find some marigold seeds and I put them there. But this bed's mostly empty, and this will be garlic in October again, because they really liked it here. I did really well with garlic this year. So yeah, so here is, oh, and here's our pumpkin right there. Almost as big as my hand. My boys were telling me it's huge. Little do they know. But yeah, so here's your, I really need to get out here and clean. I've been trying to clean up the house. We've been doing projects inside the house, so out here's been on pause, which explains the weeds and the garbage still on the ground that I vowed to clean up this year. So there you have it. There's your garden tour. Oh, well, you know what? There's more. Okay, so this is by where our sitting area. These are mostly herbs, some lavender, some melissa, and some citronella. I still have my garlic up because I need to get paper bags because they're different varieties, and I threw all my paper bag. I gave my paper bags away. But here we have ginger, turmeric, and more ginger. But that little jerk right there, Grogu, leave it. That little jerk came in over here and started pulling my ginger up. So he dug these up. Oh good, there's a nub right there. Look, there's one. Ha ha ha. So that one's kind of stalled. Get out of there, leave it. And then we have a strawberry tower here. My boys love this thing. They're having a blast pulling strawberries off of it. I'm hoping all these runners start, I have to put all these runners in the spots. So yeah, getting strawberries. And then I have a few more strawberry plants that I plan on moving out to the big garden. And then I have potato buckets. And that's what these are. These three are those low glycemic potatoes from Baker Creek. And that's a purple one that my son picked. I need to add more dirt to those two. But that's just about it. This is still in the greenhouse. I haven't moved this stuff, but I have a stevia plant, some goji berry plants. I still have a seed snail. It's still going. Oh, that looks like my lemongrass finally made it. My comfrey is very thirsty and gets mad when it doesn't have water, so oops. Yeah. And yeah, what is this one? I forgot. Anyways, there is your update. I hope that next time I come here, or that I show you this is at least halfway full. Usually I've got stuff coming all the way up here. So I'm going to work on my tomatoes, and if you don't have one of these and you're limited on time, get one. Best thing ever. All right, well, if you don't mind, hit like, subscribe, all the things, and have a good one.